Good afternoon, welcome to VANIKIAS. We will discuss current affairs of 23rd September. First, we will discuss objective questions. Okay. Recently, the terms like Operation Octopus, Operation Double Bull, Operation Thunderstorm, and Operation Chakravandha, often mentioned in the media, are related to which of the following? Okay, these are related to anti-Naxal operations in Odisha, Jharkhand, and Bihar region. Anti-Naxal operations in Odisha, Jharkhand, and Bihar region. Right? That is Operation Octopus, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. Operation Octopus, Operation Double Bull, Operation Thunderstorm, and Operation Chakravandha. These four operations are in states like Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, and Chhattisgarh. These are the operations that are led by CRPF, especially. CRPF is leading these anti-Naxal operations, right? And recently, Bihar is declared free from left-wing extremism. Remember, Bihar is declared free from left-wing extremism, LWE, left-wing extremism. Okay, when this left-wing extremism started, it started in 1960s, right? In 1960s in Naxalwar region. In 1960s in Naxalwar region, these are started. They are called as Maoist, right? Maoist, LWE or Maoist. They are they are influenced by the idea of Maoism, that is guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare means like that is not front to front war, right? When your enemy is not aware about your that it is going to face the challenges and they will kill, or killing a person or throwing bombs. These are guerrilla warfare, right? They are not front to front war. Okay, guerrilla warfare means when your enemy is so strong and you are weak, so you cannot fight directly with him. So you will apply guerrilla warfare or such type of terrorist terrorism, right? Especially like bombing a particular area or killing when they are not aware that they are going to face this situation. That is anti-Naxal operations. So these are laws by CRPF. Next question. Attorney General of India and Solicitor General of India are the only officials in the government who are allowed to participate in the meetings of the Parliament of India. According to Constitution of India, Attorney General submits his resignation to the government, which appoints him and resigns. See, the second statement is wrong because when the Constitution do not mention regarding the removal of Attorney General of India. Attorney General of India, he is the highest law. His first statement is also wrong because Solicitor General of India, they do not participate in the meetings of Parliament. Only Attorney General of India under Article 76. Article 76 under Article 76, Attorney General of India, he is the highest law official. Highest law official, right? Highest law official in the country. Article 36, right? They are appointed by the president on the advice of government, right? They are appointed by the president on the advice of government, and he works during the pleasure of the president. That means anytime the president wants, he will be removed, or anytime the government or the council of ministers wants, Attorney General of India will be removed, right? To assist Attorney General of India, Solicitor General of India, and Additional Solicitor General of India, they are second law officers. Solicitor General of India is the second law officer of the country, but he is the office of Solicitor General is not mentioned in the Constitution, right? So Second, both the statements, neither one nor two are the correct statements. So Article 72, highest law official, they are appointed by President, and Solicitor General is not about, it is not mentioned about the office of Solicitor General is not mentioned in the Constitution. With reference to India, consider the following statements. When a prisoner makes out a sufficient case, parole cannot be denied because prisoners becomes matter of his right and matter of his right. See, parole is never a matter of right. Parole is not a matter of right. Based on the conduct, based on the conduct of the particular prisoners, they are released is conditional, right? Subject to behavior because periodic reporting, right? All these things. So for a particular period, they are released. That is parole. It is not a right. It is given to a particular prisoner for specific reason, such as death in the family, wedding of a blood relative. Parole is given, right? It may be denied by the prisoner, denied to the prisoner if they do not realize that if the authorities are not satisfied that the releasing of the prisoner will not create any harm to the society, then parole is not granted. State governments have their prisoners released on parole routes. State government have their own prisoners released on parole routes. Yes, this is right. State government have their own prisoners released on parole routes. So state second two only statement is right. There is also something called as furlough, right? Furlough. It is similar to parole. What is this furlough? Furlough is similar to parole, but some significant differences. It is given in cases of long-term imprisonment. Furlough it is in case of long-term imprisonment. Furlough is given. It is a right of the prisoner. It is a matter of right of the prisoner. Right? Furlough is seen as a matter of right of the prisoner, to be granted periodically. This to be granted periodically, right? Because whenever this is one type of reformative process, humanizing the it is called humanizing the prison system. That means the authorities are not becoming inhuman because it is a normal human being. He is getting punishment. So in to contact with the relatives in a particular gap, furlough is given. It is a matter of right of the prisoners. But in case of parole, it is not a matter of right. So two only is the answer. Also, the following statements: Pradhan Krishi Sinchai Yojana is an umbrella central sector scheme. This is wrong. In which includes all ongoing schemes of Ministry food processing industries. Now, it has no relations with food processing. PMKSY, that is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, right? Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, that is for irrigation purposes, right? Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana is for irrigation purposes, right? It is not for food processing. So first statement is wrong. In India, there is 100% direct foreign direct investment in FDI through automatic route in case of food processing sector. Yes. In case of food processing sector, this is 100% FDI is allowed. This is right. Okay. And food and processing units cold chain infrastructure has been declassified as agricultural activity for priority sector lending. Yes, it is classified as an agricultural activity for priority sector lending. First, I will explain little about FDI. FDI is the permanent investment, foreign investment. And what is this food processing sector? Remember, India is second largest producer of fruits and vegetables after China, right? But only 2% of the crop is getting processed. Processed means, for example, you are converting tomato to tomato sauce, that is processed. For example, you are converting potato to potato chips, that is food processing. Right? Food processing serves many purposes. For example, in a particular period, when the production is very high, we can process. We see the price fluctuation in India. And sometimes we get tomato at very low price, and sometimes we get at very high price. Especially during the production season, the price is very low, and the other season the price is very high. So during the production season, what we can do, we can make the take those productions and use it food processing, so that we can use that tomato for more than 1 year, right? For example, if you are converting tomato to tomato sauce, that will be there for a whole year, right? So, two things: the farmers will get benefited, and food processing. They are small scale industry. They provide user employment. Right? India is second largest producer of fruits and vegetable, but only 2% is processed. Right? Similarly, livestock population. We have India's all greatest livestock population. Right? Highest amount of livestock we are producing. So this processing is total around, for example, in case of fruits and vegetables, around only 2% is processed, right? In case of marine products, 8% is processed. In case of milk, only 35% is processed, and in case of poultry, 6% is processed. So we have to develop a food processing sector. This is food processing sector. Okay. What is priority sector lending? Private sector means this RBI mandates the banks to lend certain portion of their funds to specified sectors, that are MSME. To certain MSME sectors, micro, small and medium enterprises, to certain MSME sectors, it is mandated by RBI to give a certain amount of loan for MSME development. Right? For example, export credit, education, housing, social infrastructure, renewable energy, agriculture, these are priority sectors lending. So this food processing sector is also coming under priority sector lending under agricultural processing sector. This is what it is said. So this is right, and this 100% FDI investment is coming through automatic route. In case of food processing sector, this is allowed by the government, right? Remember NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture Rural Development. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD, that will provide credit for investments, setting up mega food parks for development of food processing sector. Okay. Next, consider the following statements. With reference to stubble burning in India, stubble burning releases harmful gases including nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide into the atmosphere, and carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide to the atmosphere. Yes, this is right. The PUSA decomposer is a set of four tablets made by extracting animal strains to help paddy to store decompose as much faster rate than usual. PUSA decomposer. It is not a tablets. It is usually a fungi-based liquid solution. Fungi-based liquid, fungi-based liquid solution, right? That can soften the hard stubble to the extent that it can mix with the soil easily, right? So this produces enzymes. It produces certain enzymes. This PUSA decomposes. It produces certain enzymes to digest the cellulose of the paddy straw. It is developed by ICL, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Developed by Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, has developed PUSA decomposer. So first statement, the second statement is wrong. First statement is right. Stubble burning releases harmful gases including nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. Okay, next. Consider the following statements: carbon monoxide, methane, ozone, sulfur dioxide. Which of the above released into the atmosphere due to burning of crop or biomass residue? Carbon monoxide is released, methane is released, ozone is released, sulfur dioxide is released. All 1, 2, 3, 4 are released because of biomass residue or burning of crop or stubble burning. Sparsity. What is this sparse portal? Sparse portal is related to Ministry of Defence, especially regarding pensions of ex-servicemen. Sparse portal is all related pension related information, right? Pension related information portal. That is sparse portal, leave for ex-servicemen. For ex-servicemen, of Ministry of Defence. C is the answer. Recently, central government organized the first ever floating photo exhibition. First ever floating photo exhibition organized in which state? Central government first ever floating exhibition, it is organized in Manipur. Right? Manipur government in Manipur, it is organized, right? First ever floating photo exhibition. Okay. With reference to National Commission for Minorities, consider the following statements. It governs matters which central government refers to. It governs matters which central government refers to. Commission works under Ministry of Home Affairs. No. It is commission. It is working under Ministry of. It is working under Ministry of Minority Affairs. Right? It's a statutory body. So one only option is right. It's a statutory body. Ministry of Minority Affairs. It's a statutory body. Right? Which is declared. It has got the statutory commission in 1993. 1993 it is declared as a statutory body. Right. It has five religious communities, that is, but that other minority communities, that is Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, and Zoroastrians or Parsis. Right. These five communities are declared as minorities according to the Minority Commission, which is got statutory status in 1993. Statutory status means it is made an act of parliament, by an act of parliament. There is a chairman, and vice chairman. There are chairman, vice chairman, and five members. Chairman, vice chairman, and five members. They are present, right? Okay. So first substance statement is right regarding National Commission for Minorities. Remember, it is not a constitutional body; it is a statutory body. With reference to Ambedkar circuit, consider the following statements. Ambedkar circuit means those places where Ambedkar has those important places where Ambedkar has the important things on the life of Ambedkar has happened. For example, Delhi Mahaparinirvana Bhumi, that means where the death happened, right? Place of demise, that is right. Mumbai Diksha Bhumi, no. Mumbai is the place where his cremation happened, that is Chaitya Bhumi. That is Chaitya Bhumi in Mumbai. Chaitya Bhumi in Mumbai, right? That is a place of cremation. Place of cremation. So he died in Delhi, but his place of cremation is in Chaitya Bhumi, that is in Mumbai. Okay. Next. Diksha Bhumi is Nagpur. Diksha Bhumi is Nagpur. Diksha Bhumi is Nagpur. Nagpur is called as is Diksha Bhumi. Especially where he embraced Buddhism. He embraced Buddhism in Nagpur. So past statement is right. Then Ambedkar Bath Place in Madhya Pradesh. That is the Janma. 1 and 3 are right. So D is the answer. Mumbai is Mumbai is Diksha Bhumi is Nagpur, right? And Chaitya Bhumi is the cremation, that is in Mumbai. So 2 and 4 are interchanged. Mo is the Janmabhoomi, that is in Madhya Pradesh, right? And this is about Ambedkar circuit. So this is to attract the tourists beyond the Dalit community. Among the Dalit community, this is the to attract the Dalit community tourists, right? These circuit are called as Panchatirtha. Shiksha Bhumi, that the circuit are called as Panchatirtha. So one is Janmabhoomi, that is the Mo. Then Shiksha Bhumi. Shiksha Bhumi, another is London. Shiksha Bhumi in London. Shiksha Bhumi is in London. Next. Consider the following statements regarding pre-PACs or insolvency resolution mechanism for micro, small, and medium enterprises MSMEs. Pre-PACs, insolvency resolution mechanism for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Okay. See, whenever a company becomes, for example, when a company becomes is unable to pay his debt, that company is declared as insolvent. Right? Insolvency, when that is especially do not pay his loans for 90 days, he becomes that becomes NPA. Right? Whenever such NPA issue develops, after few days when he is unable to pay, for example, unable to pay, then that can be declared as by the insolvent. He can file insolvency. Right? And the opposite can declare his bankrupt. So, included bankruptcy code has brought in 2016. Right? That says that within 180 days, maximum to maximum, it is generally 120 days, but maximum days can be 180 days. Sorry, maximum 120 days, and it is 90 days for the 90 days are available to stakeholders to bring the resolution plan approval before the NCLT, that is National Complaint Law Tribunal. Okay, what is this pre-PACs? Pre-PACs, it is envisages the resolution of debt of a distressed company through direct agreement between creditors and the existing owners instead of public bidding process. It can happen. Right, the creditors and the existing owners instead of public bidding or public auction. This there can be agreement. That is pre-PAC. When the pre-PAC mechanism allow for a swift challenge to the resolution plan. Right. It allows for a swift challenge to the resolution plan. So B is the answer. What do you mean by swift challenge? Says that there will be less than full recovery of dues for the operational creditors. So rather than full recovery, partial recovery can be done. That is swift challenge. Right. Under the switch challenge, another thing is under the switch challenge mechanism, any third party will be permitted to submit a resolution plan for the distressed company. Third party will submit a resolution plan from the distressed company, and the original applicant would have the either match or the improved resolution plan for the forgo investment. That means they will jointly they will decide that regarding investment, what steps will be taken and when we will pay all these things. So that is switch challenge. It allows the deal between the creditors and the company who is distressed. The existing management of the company does not retain control of the in case of pre-PACs. Existing management of the company does not retain control in case of pre-PACs. It's not like that. You have to keep the control. So only one and two options are right. So this is regarding pre-PAC insolvency. Which of the following banks are insured by the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation? Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Foreign banks functioning in India, regional rural banks, primary cooperative societies, local area banks. Insured by Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. DICGC. Which of the following banks are insured? Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee functions. So, foreign banks function in India and regional rural banks it is coming under right and local area banks they are also coming under local area banks they are also coming under the deposit insurance and credit guarantee scheme. But primary cooperative societies are not coming under the DICGC. So foreign banks mostly in India, local area banks and regional rural banks, they are insured by DICGC. But only primary cooperative society banks are not, they are not under the, they are not getting insured by Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantees Corporation. So 1 to 4 options are right. 1 to 4 options are right. Consider the following statements regarding government securities. Regarding government securities include treasury bills, government bonds, state government development loans. Retail investors cannot directly participate in the government securities market. Which the following statements are correct? So government securities, it includes treasury bills, government bond and state development loans. State development loans and sovereign gold bonds also, that are coming under sovereign gold bonds, that are coming under government securities. Right. Retail investors cannot directly participate in the government securities market. This is wrong. Now retail investors, they can participate in the government securities market. So so one only option is right answer. Right, government securities, these are treasury bills, government bonds or sovereign gold bonds or state development loans. And retail investors can directly participate in the government securities market. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. It is a fully owned subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. Deposits having less than 5 lakh in their bank account have no legal recourse or recover funds in case of bank collapse. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Neither the statement Deposit Insurance is a fully owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India. It is a fully owned subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. So first statement is right. Right. So second, which of the following statement is incorrect? So this is incorrect means okay. So depositors have less than 5 lakh. Depositors have less than 5 lakh in a bank account have no legal recourse to discover the funds in case of bankruptcy. Uh, this is wrong. Depositors have having more than 5 lakh in their account has no legal recourse. So only option is the wrong option. So two only is the incorrect option. One is right option. So incorrect is two. So those depositors who was having more than 5 lakh in their bank account have no legal recourse to recover funds in case of bank collapse. A corporate may raise capital in the primary market. A corporate may raise capital in the primary market through initial public offer, right issues, or private placement. In all the three options, right? Initial public offer, right issues, or private placement. In all the three offer, IPO can be sold in the primary market. Primary market means when the initial um, in where the initial public offer is especially sold, right? When a company is seeking to raise capital for the expansion, initial shares or initial stock shares are sold in the primary market. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 options are right. Initial public offer, right issues or private placement. Hmm. These are all these are coming under a corporate may raise capital in any of the matters, right, by any of the instruments. Next, consider the following statements. Black carbon is a component of fine particulate matter formed through the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, biofuel, and biomass. Black carbon increases the albedo when deposited on snow and ice. In the tropics, black carbon in soil significantly contributes to the soil fertility. Which of the following statements are right regarding black carbon? Okay. It's an incomplete, yes, fine particulate matter formed through the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels, which are fossil fuel, biomass, and biocarbon increases the albedo when deposited over snow and ice. No, it do not increases the albedo, it reduces the albedo. It reduces albedo. It reduces albedo, right? It reduces albedo when it deposit on snow and ice. Right? It absorbs sunlight. Generally, then black one warms the earth by absorbing the sunlight, so it is not reflecting the heat waves. So it absorbs the sunlight. Absorbs sunlight because black body absorbs heat, so that do not reflect. Albedo, what is albedo? That is the amount of heat that is reflected. That is albedo. So it do not reflect. It absorbs. So it reduces albedo and deposited over snow and ice. In tropics, black carbon in soil significantly contributes to the soil fertility. In tropics, black carbon they significantly contribute to the soil fertility because it able to absorb important plant nutrients. It absorb important plant nutrients. Consider the following statements regarding cloud bursts. Consider the following statements regarding cloud bursts. Cloudbursts are very long duration intense rainfall events over small area. Cloudburst, very intense rainfall events over small area. Yes, yes, very not. It's not very long duration. It's short duration. Short duration and intense. Short duration and intense rainfall over small area during cloudburst. Usually, the relative humidity and cloud cover will be at maximum level with low temperature and slow winds. Yes, low temperature and slow winds, so that the clouds cannot float, especially in case of valley region. Right? Suppose there is cloud, they cannot pass through they cannot pass through. That's why suddenly the huge amount of cloudburst happens. So two only option is the right answer regarding cloudburst. Next, Pyrostria lagi. Pyrostria lalgi tree that belongs to genus of the coffee family recently discovered. Right. This is recently discovered in Andaman Islands. Right. Pyrostria lalgi that is recently discovered in the Andaman Islands. It is also found in Madagascar. Right. It is a critically endangered. It is assessed by it is a critically endangered by IUCN. Critically endangered by IUCN. So D is the answer. What are the following statements regarding Olympian bat? Olympian bat. Olympian bat is the largest among the known species of bats. They can travel a distance of more than 2000 kilometers. Olympian bats. So, which of the following statements are correct? One only, both one and two only, or neither one and two regarding Olympian bats. Olympian is the largest among the known species of bats. It is not largest, it's the smallest. It is very small, right? It is very small, around 8 grams. It is the smallest Olympian bat. It is very small, right? It can travel, yes, more than 2000 kilometers it can travel. So, first and so second statement is right. Olympian bats, they are very small bats. So, 2 only is the correct answer. Just a second. Okay. Next. The Global Environment Facility provides funding to assist developing countries in meeting the objectives of the International Environmental Convention. GEP serves as a financial mechanism for which of the following conventions? Right? GEF, Global Environment Facilities. It provides funding to assist the developing countries in meeting their objective of international convention. GEF. It is yes. It is serves to which of the following conventions? Convention on Biological Diversity, yes. Stockholm Convention of Persistent Organic Pollutants. That is also right. UN Convention to combat desertification. All these things are right. Convention on International Trade and Endangered Species. Yes, CITES. CITES, it is CITES, it's an independent organization, it's not under UN. So GEF do not work for CITES. So 1, 2, 3 options are right. B, that is 1, 2, 3. That options are right regarding regarding the GEF. Right. It also work for Minamata Convention on Mercury. Minamata Convention. Minamata Convention on Mercury. So GEF work for CBD, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants (POPs), UN Convention to Climate Desertification (UNCCD), Convention on International Trade and Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Right. So this is so 1, 2, 3 options are right. Sites is not for sites GEF do not provide funds. So 1, 2, 3 are right. Consider the following statements regarding national population policy. Okay. National population policy, it aims to address the issues of contraception, yes, maternal health and child survival, by increasing use of contraceptives so that unintended childbirth can be stopped, right? To create awareness among the marginalized communities to use contraceptives and maternal health, because India is facing various problems regarding maternal mortality. Long-term objective to achieve stable population by 2045. Yes, it has a long-term as to have a stable population in 2025. So the sustainable economic growth, social development can be ensured. Right. Next, the National Family Farming Planning Program for the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is guided by tenets of national population policy. Yes. So National Family Planning Program and the Ministry of Health and Welfare is guided by the tenets of national population policy. These all are regarding national population policy 2000. 1, 2, 3 are right. 1, 2, 3 are right. Okay. The Director General of Foreign Trade (DGF), Director General of Foreign Trade, is seen in the news. It is under the Ministry of under which ministry? It is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Right, Ministry of Commerce and Industry under the Director General of Trade, Foreign Trade. Organization is attached to Ministry of Commerce. It is headed by headed by DGFT, that is who is the Director General. It implements the foreign trade policy. So that is coming under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Consider the following statements. National Crime Records Bureau implements the Crime and Criminal Tracking Network System (CCTNS) project. CCTNS project. National Intelligence Grid (NAT-GRID) acts as a link between intelligence and investigation agencies. Intelligence and investigation agencies. 23. Which of the following statements are correct? Includes crime and criminal tracking. Yes, is an NCRB that controls the crime and criminal network and system (CCTNS) project. NAT-GRID as act as a link between intelligence and investigation agencies. Both the statements are correct, right? Yeah. So both 1 and 2 are right. Regarding NAT-GRID, remember NAT-GRID is established. It is the regarding information sharing. It is established after 2008 Mumbai attack. Next, consider the following statements regarding e-rupee. Consider the following statements regarding e-rupee. What is this e-rupee? E-rupee is India's first digital currency. It has been developed by National Government Corporation of India. Which of the following statements are India's first digital currency? Because this is wrong, right? E-rupee is a classless and contactless digital payment medium. It is a digital payment medium. E-rupee is a digital payment medium. It's not a digital currency, right? And that is especially by SMS or beneficiary by SMS or QR code, they can payment by e-rupee. The cashless and contactless digital payment system, that is e-rupee, and this is developed by NPCI, developed by National Payment Corporation of India. That is Department of Financial Services, Department of Financial Services. So B option will be the right answer. Consider the following statements regarding National Commission on Himalayan Studies. National Commission on Himalayan Studies. Right. National Mission on Himalayan Studies. National Mission on Himalayan Studies schemes comes under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Yes, it's coming under Ministry of Earth Sciences to study the, especially to study the climate change, environment, and forest of Himalayan region, which is very crucial regarding our, which is very crucial regarding the climate of India. Right? Climate of India is primarily derived, primarily it is run by the, it is by monsoonal climate. Right? The climate of India, it is primarily run by monsoonal climate. Okay, first, okay, sorry, this is wrong. First is, it is not under Ministry of First, it is Ministry of Environment, right? Ministry of MOEFCC, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, that is National Mission on Himalayan Studies, right? So first statement is wrong. The mission is specifically targets Indian Himalayan region. Yes, specifically target Indian Himalayan region because Himalaya has a crucial role for our Himalayan has a crucial role in case of our monsoon system. The goal is to improve quality of life and maintain ecosystem health of the Himalayan region. Quality of life and maintain ecosystem health of the Himalayan region, right? So that our climate will not be disturbed. So two, three options are right. Regarding National Mission of Himalayan Studies under Ministry of Environment and Climate Change. The International Seabed Authority (ISA) is Autonomous International Organization established under 1982 United Nations Convention on the Laws of Sea. International Seabed Authority regulates the mining efforts in the seabed and protect the seabed environment. The seabed area and its resources are the common heritage of mankind. Which of the following statements are correct? International Seabed Authority is an autonomous international council, international organization established under 1982 United Nations Convention of Laws of Sea. Right. So first statement is right. Even launch. International Seabed Authority regulates the mining efforts in the seabed and protect the seabed environment. That is also right. The seabed area and resources are common heritage to mankind. They are called as global common. So these all are right regarding International Seabed Authority. So all the statements are right regarding International Seabed Authority. Okay. Next question. What is Cairo program of Pakistan? We sometimes recently seen on news, that is mitigation of climate change, population issues, non-proliferation of ballistic missile, controlling ocean population. Cairo challenge here answer is regarding population issues. What do you know mitigation? What is the difference between mitigation and adaptation? These terminologies are used in case of climate change. It is population issues. Cairo program action. It is related to population issues. It is coordinated by United Nations international conferences on people and development. It is in Cairo. International. It is by United Nations. Coordinated by United Nations. That is international conference. International conference on population and development. Population and development. That happened in Cairo. Right? That is that conducted in Cairo. That's why Cairo. That is Cairo program. That is the population issues. B is the answer. What's the following statement regarding North Atlantic Treaty Organization? A NATO decision is the expression of collective will of all members of the countries. Since all decisions are taken by consensus, yes, all the decisions are taken by consensus is NATO. Right. NATO's membership action plan helps aspiring members prepare for NATO's membership by providing practical advice and targeted assistance. Action plan helps aspiring members prepare for membership by providing uh, practical advice and targeted assistance. NATO membership is open to any UN member in a position to further the principles of treaty and contribute to security of North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Any UN member are not allowed because by various agreements with Russia, it has certain agreements that certain countries will not be allowed, they will not be the member of NATO, right? It has membership action plan. Yes, NATO has membership action plan, and NATO membership is open to European state, especially to the European state, then that contribute to the security of North Atlantic Sea. And any European state, not all India, European state they can be membership of NATO. Especially, it is will ensure collective security. Collective security is a principle, right? We have to ensure security of the nation. You have two ways. One is collective security. Either you have to develop your arms, strengthen your own capacity, military, or you develop collective security. That means against a particular aggressive nation, two, three small countries, they have suppose they will create a particular organization that will ensure collective security. That means if one is attacked, all will attack against the enemy. So when especially this is followed by the weak countries, collective security. So yes, first is right, second is right, but third is not right. It is only limited to weaker countries. So one, two, this is one and two are options are right. What are the following statements regarding Budapest Convention? Right. Budapest Convention, it is very famous convention. Budapest Convention. It is the first international treaty seeking access to internet and computer crime. Yes. Access to internet and computer crime regarding data, national laws and increasing cooperation among the nation. Right. That is Budapest Convention. Right. Okay. It is drawn up by United Nations UNSC. No, this is not by UNSC. This is drawn by Council of Europe. This Council of Europe. They have started this Budapest Convention. Council of Europe. It is open. It is signatory to the convention. India is signatory to the convention. India is not a signatory to the Budapest Convention. Neither it has participate in the convention. So these three options is wrong. One only option is the right. In Budapest, so far as Budapest Convention is concerned, India is not a member. It is started by Council of Europe, and this is to address the internet and computer crime. Next, consider the following statements regarding Association of World Election Bodies (AWEB), Association of World Election Bodies. It is the largest association of election management, and it is the largest association of election management bodies (EAB) worldwide. Yes, it is the largest election for election management. Election Commission of India holds chairmanship Association of World Election Bodies. Yes, it holds chairmanship this time. Right. Is former secretary at Seoul as this association of it has completed 1 year chairmanship of Association of World Economic Bodies, and it is headquartered at Seoul, South Korea. It is established in South Korea as well. Right. It is the largest association for election management bodies worldwide. So this is about the World Election Commission, World Election Bodies, that is AWE. India is largest association. India holds chairmanship for 1 year. So both the statements are right. C is the answer. So the objective questions completed here. Right. Next we'll no OS exam will not held in Odia, right? It will be held in English as well. There is do not go through any such rumors. It is circulated by an Odia newspaper. So it will not held in Odia. In no circumstances it will be held in Odia. Unless and until there is a notification comes in this regard, there will not be sure anything like that, and it is impossible that it will conduct in Odia. Even if they write it in Odia, by respecting Odia language, they make question paper. There will be English. It will be your choice either to write in English or write in Odia. So nothing will be mandatory. You should not think or should not be worried about any such things, because they are not coming from genuine sources. Right? Okay. Now we'll discuss some. Now we'll discuss. Now we'll do some prelim facts. After that, we'll discuss some main topics. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. What is this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana? As a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Union Minister Sri Narendra Singh Tomar, Union Minister Sri Narendra Singh Tomar, Sri Pasupati Kumar Paras launched convergence model between National Agriculture Infrastructure Scheme and Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare, Pradhan Mantri Micro Food Enterprises Upgradation Scheme, and Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana of the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Kisan Sampada Yojana of the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. In the year 2016, MOFPI has introduced an umbrella scheme, that is Agro-Marine Processing Development, in the agro processing cluster. Sampada scheme also, there is also Sampada scheme regarding food processing, right? Here I have experience regarding food processing, especially that is food processing means we have to process our foods. That is, for example, we are converting, for example, the milk to ghee or milk to curd. All this one is one type of food processing as well, right? For example, converting sugar cane to different products. That is also food processing. So this food processing sector is a small scale sector. Small scale sector means that will provide huge employment to the people. And food processing these should develop rural employment. This strengthens rural economy. This development of food processing sector also helps the farmers to get a fair price, because during the production times farmer gets very low price for its products, right? But if the develop our food processing industry, the demand of farming products will increase, and right, our consumption will also increase, and also we can export them, right? We can export the processed foods, it is right, to different countries. So that lead processing. So, you have to develop this food processing sector. Okay. So they have launched Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, that is PMKSY, of the Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Kisan Sampada Yojana. Earlier there was Sampada scheme, which was proposed to implement the allocation of 6,000 crore on period of 2016 and 20. In the year 2017, the government renamed Sampada scheme as Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. That is, it has renamed, right? It's a central sector umbrella scheme. Yes, it is centrally sector umbrella scheme. That means only central government will fund for the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. What is the objective? Creation of the modern infrastructure for food processing. Creation of modern infrastructure for food processing. Mega food parks construct individual units to create effective backward and forward linkage. That is, linking farmers, processors, markets to create robust supply chain infrastructure for perishable. Robust supply chain infrastructure. And the objective is to develop food processing, mega food parks, that means industrializing the food processing sector. To create effective backward and forward linkages, linking farmers, processors, and markets. Right? So that what will happen? There will not be mismatch between demand and supply. Right? At the same time, many times we see farmers are producing, but there is, if the forward linkages are not strengthened, then what will happen? They have to sell in the local markets, and that is at low price, and farmers are ultimate suffer. Right. So proper forward and bank local leakage, that is also very important. Our supply chain infrastructure for perishables, supply chain infrastructure that need to be strengthened, right? So that it will reach the urban areas and the to the market, right? Okay. Mega food pack clusters means a big area will be declared as food pack. That means food processing industries, huge number of food processing industries will be there, and that will be road connectivity all will be connected properly. Right. For example, we will see which are the agricultural areas. For example, food parks it will be established in different locations where raw material, that is the food is available. For example, you are planning to establish a food processing industries. Then you have to see some agricultural areas where huge amount of tomatoes are produced. For example, huge amount of tomatoes are produced, huge amount of potatoes are produced. So in that area you can establish a food processing park. So that all these tomato potatoes that can be supplied at low cost, the transportation cost will be low. They will be supplied and forward chains. Forward chains means market linkages for selling to the retail market. That need to be developed. A storage system need to be developed. For example, cold storage that also need to be developed. Components. What are the components of KSO? Mega food parks, integrated cold chain, right? Cold chain is very important. Cold chain parks, value addition infrastructure, agro processing clusters, creation of backward and forward linkages, creation of expansion of food processing, preservation capacities, food safety and quality assurance, infrastructure, and human resource institutions. Right, quality assurance. Yes, quality is also important. Otherwise, especially because Indian products are getting rejected in UK and European countries regarding the quality, right? And creation of backward and forward linkages, yes, to get a fair price and there will not be any mismatch between the demand and supply. Value addition infrastructure, there should be good quality product. Integrated cold chain, so that there will not be wastage, because in case of fruits and vegetables, many times we see most of the they are getting wasted, right? Huge amount is getting wasted, around 40%. Grants in aid under Pradhan Mantri Kishan Sampada Yojana, capital subsidy in the form of grants in aid ranging from 35% to 75% of eligible project cost, subject to maximum limit provided by the investors. So, around ranging from 35% to 75, eligible project cost can be provided by the government to a maximum specified limit provided by the investor under the various schemes for undertaking infrastructure, logistics projects and setting up food processing units in the country. So around 75% project cost will be given by a particular by the government, right? Under Pradhan Mantri Kishan Sampada Yojana, right? They will provide for entrepreneurship. Then benefits. The sanctioned projects across the country under the component schemes of Pradhan Mantri Kishan Sampada Yojana are estimated to benefit about 30 lakhs farmers on completion. 30 lakhs farmers on completion. So they will be linked, right? They will be linked properly with the market. Their products will be sold. All that will be processed. In an evaluation, NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development in 2020, estimated that captive projects under the scheme has resulted in an increase in the farm gate prices of by 12%, and each project estimated to benefit more than 9,500 farmers. So around that captive projects that increases the farm prices by 12%. So farmers are now getting benefited, and one project is developing around 9,500 farmers. So if you develop so many clusters, then it will help huge amount of farmers by that will provide employment as well. Right? These sectors are called as allied sectors of agriculture. So that we can achieve the target of doubling farmer income as well. Scheme for promotion of agriculture mechanization and incentive management. Crop residue in the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and city of Delhi. Why it is important? It is important because during the winter times and during the winter time and other time winter time we see severe pollution in the northern areas, especially in Punjab, Haryana, and most importantly in Delhi. In the capital, Delhi is the most polluted capital city in the world. The center of the state government, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, NCT, to strive for achieving zero stubble burning very near future, right? Achieving zero stubble burning. How to achieve zero stubble burning? The scheme was introduced in 2018-19 with the aim of addressing the air pollution in Delhi and National Capital Region due to stubble burning in the adjoining states like Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Due to subsidized machinery required for the in-situ management of cross residue. Right? To subsidize monetary required for the in-situ management of the cross residue. In-situ means in that field that crops can be managed. In that field they can be managed. Right? The stubbles can be managed in that field. In-situ. Ex-situ means you are taking it to somewhere else. In-situ means it is manually managed at the same place. Under this scheme, financial assistance for the purchase of cross residue management machines is provided at 50%. A financial percent, 50% are subsidies are provided to manage the crop residue, right? And of the cost to individual farmers, and 80% project cost will be to the cooperative societies of the farmers, right? 80% project. APFOs and panchayats for establishment of custom hiring centers of cross residue management machines, right? If that is to the cooperative society, that is provided at 80% subsidies, so that it will purchase and they will use in the cooperative societies, so that the stubbles can be managed in the particular in that site also. That means in the in situ means in the field the stubbles will be managed. Funds are also provided to the states and ICR for undergoing task information, education, communication activities, mass awareness farmers among mass farmers and other stakeholders. The scheme promotes uses of machines such as superstraw management system, happy seeder, super seeder, zero till seed, fertilizers drill, mulcher, paddy straw chopper, hydraulically reversible mold board plow, crop reapers, reaper binders for in-situ management of the crop residue, and balers, rakes, which are used for the straw collection in the form of bales and other ex-situ uses of straw. Smart seeder machine has been newly added for the promotion on the scheme. Smart seeder machine, right? So these are the machines that can be provided to the cooperative societies or the individual farmers, and so that the straw can be managed. And what is this Pusa decomposer? You are in this Pusa decomposer, very famous. Pusa decomposer. It is a microbial consortium fungal species. Liquid and capsule forms. Microbial consortium of fungal species. Right? Which is also liquid form on capsule forms. Developed by ICR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, found effective in rapid in-situ decomposition of paddy straw. That means in the field itself. In the field itself, it will decompose. During the year 2021, decomposer has been used in the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and in the city of Delhi. Uses the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and in the city of Delhi in around 5.7 lakh hectare area. 5.7 lakh hectare area. Which is equivalent to around 3.5 million tons of straw managed. Through the satellite imaging monitoring, it was observed 92% of the area of the decomposer spray plots has been managed through decomposition and only 8% area plots was burnt. So it is highly successful and it can be used properly so that there will be zero straw can be burnt. Only 8% of these plots are burnt, so that can be also achieved very good. Then what is SPOS? It is a system of pension administration and administration Daksha initiative. System for pension administration Daksha initiative. Ministry of Defence signs MOU with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank to expand the region's possibility. It is a web-based system for processing pension claims and crediting the pension directly to the bank account of defence pensioners without any external intermediary. It is an integrated system for automation of sanction and disbursement of defence pension. This web-based system processes pension claims, credits pension directly into the bank accounts, defense pensioner without relying on any external intermediary. Without relying on any external intermediary, right? It will directly web-based system process pension claims and credit pension directly to the bank account for defense pensioners. That is first pension administration Raksha initiative. It is launched by Ministry of Defence. Right? So directly bank to bank account pensions will go. A pensioner portal A pension portal is available for pensioners to view their pension related information. To view their pension related information. Sports and NVHS establishment of service centers provide last mile connectivity to pensioners who may unable directly access to sports portal. The banks dealing with defense pensioners, State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Corporate Services, HDFC Bank, Bank of Baroda, one bank, one pension scheme will provide for payment for the same pension to military officers for same rank, for same length of services, irrespective of date of retirement. That is one rank and one pension scheme. Right. So this first portal that will establish service centers for last mile connectivity to pensions, so that they can direct access the sports portal, and they will directly access the sports portal, and they will directly get the pensions in their account. Okay. National Commission for Minorities. National Commission for Minorities. The chairman of National Commission for Minorities, Iqbal Singh Lalpura, holds meeting for commission in New Delhi. Iqbal Singh Lalpura. In 1978, setting of Minority Commission envisages the Ministry of Home Affairs resolution. Initially, it was under Ministry of Home Affairs. 1984, the Minority Commission detached from Ministry of Home Affairs and placed under Ministry of Welfare, which is exclude the linguistic minorities from the Commission jurisdiction. 1992, it has got NCM Act, that is National Commission for Minorities Act, and became a statutory body. Statutory body is because it is established by an Act of Parliament. In 1992, National Commission for Minorities got statutory status. 1993, first statutory national commission was started, and five religious communities, that is Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, and Zoroastrians, they are notified as minority community. In 2014, Jains are also notified as minority community. Right. So in total, there are six minority communities, that is Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Zoroastrians, and Jains. NCM, what is the composition of NCM? National Commission on Minorities. It is consists of chairperson, vice chairperson, and five members. The total 7% to be nominated by the central government should be among the personal eminence, ability, and integrity. Tenure. Each member holds office for a period of 3 years from the date of assumption of office. For a period of 3 years from the date of assumption of office, each member holds office. Next. What is the function of National Commission of Minorities? Evaluation of the progress and development of minorities communities under the United States. Development of minorities communities. Right? Monitoring the working of the safeguards of minorities provided in the Constitution enacted by the Parliament by the state legislatures. That is under Article 29 and 30, where separate position from minorities. Whether the working the safeguards of minorities is according to the Constitution, it is happening or not by the state and the central government. That also verified by the minority commissions. Ensure that Prime Minister 15-point program for the welfare of minorities is implemented and programs for minorities actually functioning. Right. That is the job of National Commission of Minorities. Making recommendations for effective implementation of safeguards for the protection of interests of minorities in the central government. It also recommends the central governments and the it also recommends the central government. Looking into specific complaints regarding deprivation of rights and safeguards of minorities, taking such matters in appropriate authorities, investigates matters of communal conflict and rights. Yes, it investigates matters of communal conflict and rights, National Commission of Minorities. The USA is facing the next existential threat in the form of China. US is facing an existential threat in the form of China that is more challenging than the actual Soviet Union. Why? Explain. What is the difference between there was a cold war between the Soviet Union and China, right? And why this is being happened? The last few decades have seen exponential rise of China as a competitor of US on the global stage. In the present scenario, mm, the experts are debating on the Cold War conditions prevailing between the two biggest economies of the world. Experts are debating in the Cold War conditions prevailing between the two biggest economies of the world, that is US and China. Right. Exponential rise of China as a competitor of US. Yes. Rise of China, both military and both financially, it is almost similar to the economy in terms of PPP, that is between purchasing power parity. In the present scenario, the experts are debating the Cold War conditions. Yes, it is prevailing between the two biggest economies, that is US China. We have also witnessed the trade war between US and China during the Trump regime, right? And both are now China has become very aggressive in the Pacific and Indian Ocean region by developing its capacities in the Indian Ocean region. Right? After the Second World War, the US faced a challenge from erstwhile USSR. While today US was facing the same threat from China, it is not the same as the USSR. Right? US is facing the same threat from China, right? That is Second World. That is um, because it is why it is not facing the same challenges because Russia has not dominance in the Indian Ocean region or at the Pacific region. The last few decades, China has become manufacturing hub. India has become manufacturing hub. Right? It is very strong economy of the whole of the world. It's a very strong technology. Rapid transfer special not in the global supply chain. Developing supply chain by developing of the border road organization. Sorry, BRO, that is one belt one road policy. Right? Uh, it is opposed to USSR, which have crippled economy. Right? USSR crippled economy after during the Cold War period. It is a strong economy. It could not compete with US over the period. The Soviet Union and the Soviet states are hardly interdependent either economically or politically. The Soviet Union and United States, they are hardly interdependent in economically or politically. Although there are divergences in disputes, China and United States are two largest economies of the world. and share a wide range of interests, especially in the economic sphere. The trade is very high. US China has a trade of 500 billion each. So trade has become very complex relation between both the countries. Trade is much higher between both the countries. That is at 500 billion each other, which is highest among other any other countries. Today's global economy is more integrated as compared to the Cold War area. At the time it was not integrated economy, right? Now this globalized era, USA people are purchasing China goods, and China is also purchasing various industries of United States are investing in China. In the face of internal and external problems, Soviet Union was often refilled. There is internal problem of Soviet Union, that is uprising, right? Low economic growth, rise of democratic ideologies. China is outwith the US in governance models and is now challenging US as a global power. Right. China is investing a huge amount of money among the South Asian countries. It has developed its in India also it is also developing. It has developed its maritime capacities. It is giving huge amount of FDI or investment to the South Asian nations. It has also developing BRO, Belt and Radio Initiative, Port and Road initiatives that will link to Central Asia and European nations, so that will trade will increase. Definitely, there is a huge difference between the USSR and the USSR and China. Given the high degree of interdependence and the prevalence of globalization, so-called Cold War situation between US and China, Cold War situation between US and China may not result in full-fledged war. Nevertheless, both the countries, in particular the global community, in general, must strive to keep the conflicts the minimum and avoid any situation that will precipitate in violent clashes. Okay. So, if trade war happens, both the countries they suffer the losses. Right? There will be huge trade relationship. Now, both the countries are nuclear power. Both the countries are have complex interdependence. So, if any type of war is happening, that will lead to mass destruction, which is mutually assured destruction. That will call as mad. So that will happen between both the countries. So that will lead huge devastations. And the trade on whole world economy will suffer because of the war between if that happens between China and Russia. And obviously there will be global recession on economic times in economic terms. At present, the whole world is suffering because of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. It is also suffering because of the pandemic, right? So at least within next 5 years, this will not be. There is also Middle Eastern crisis. So in such a uncertainty period of war, if any type of such type of situation happens, between US and China, that will be devastating for the world economy and world peace, and also that will be devastating um, for the whole world peace and security. So both the countries they should avoid any such situation and they should solve their differences based on dialogues. And for example, such type of developments happens when the Nancy Pelosi Nancy Pelosi visited and militarization of Taiwan state, all these things are getting happened by the China, right? So China is also suffering from certain internal problems, and the USA should balancely start its strategy, that is not maintaining the one China policy. That should not develop the situation of war between USA and China. So the lecture ends here, and like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my thanks. Respect our efforts. Thank you.